There is so much to learn in the wonderful field of gastronomy. Firstly, I suppose, that it's not an actual field, though with all the vegetables and livestock and so on, there may be rather a lot of time spent in a field. There you have it. The study of food really does cover so much ground that we only manage to scratch the surface and talk about grass. Let's have some music, shall we?
Hard work may or may not pay off. Education is non-refundable. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. It's me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, the voice coming out of your radio here on 2 Point Radio. Isn't it a beautiful day in this little county of ours? Not that I'd know, of course. No windows in the old recording booth. And while I have made several written requests to our management, this is actually just the way I like it.
This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives.
If it's quite all right with you, I'd like to discuss crockery. Any objections? No? Delightful. Yes, I don't know who needs to hear this. I'd imagine it's most of you, but plating is not optional. When you slop food onto a tray, you turn your food into slop. Remember, we eat with our eyes. Though I'm sure some of you will take that as an instruction to start shoveling chowder into your sockets.
The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Plagiarism is not a belief system. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately.
It's time for Agony Answers, where I solve one of your tiny little problems with minimal effort. The following is from Forlorn in Freshly. Nigel, the other day I accidentally left my dissertation on the bus. Could you please spread the word and see if I can get it back? Thanks in advance. Well, this is what you get for riding the bus. As for your request, I'd love to help you, I really would. But if I did, how would you learn? You see my dilemma?
Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you. Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
New to the Crumley student range. Fish in a box. We at Crumley have been serving fish to 2 Point County for over 10 years. It's a proud tradition, and now it's a tradition in a box. Easy to cook. Tasty to eat. You're not sure what it is, but it's definitely in a box. Just like Mama used to make.
Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Now taking students for gastronomy. Students should check in before trying to learn. It's not your year, it's just another year. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth laughing at you, not with you, on 2 Point Radio. We can all do with an occasional chuckle. It keeps the blood fizzy and the vitals convivial. So I present to you this next piece of music that is sure to give us all a good, long laugh.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Students are reminded to find themselves.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't that terrible? I needed that. On the subject of laughing, and indeed needing, I see that many of our country's students are petitioning for additional reading materials. Frankly, I find it very funny. If you didn't already possess all of the course materials, why would you start the course? How bizarre.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. intended to be inspirational. Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
Today on Sir Nigel Reviews, I was faced with the formidable task of critiquing the inventively named Chewy Gum. Yes, I am tasked with assessing the various merits and shortcomings of this interminable taffy. I like a jaunt and a jape as much as the next fellow, but I draw the line at such chewy vulgarity as this. Chewy Gum, thanks, but no thanks.
If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? There's a fly in here.
We're approaching the twilight of today's radio voyage. If you're just tuning in, then I am sorry. But like ships in the night, we pass for only the briefest of nautical moments. Perhaps we'll meet again in some distant port. Perhaps you'll get your act together and tune in earlier tomorrow. Who knows? I've been Captain Bickleworth, righting ships, dropping anchors, and running out of sailor talk on 2 Point Radio. Ahoy!
Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Staff are reminded to care about students. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Yes, it's that time again. Initiation week. We'll be trying to see through the hazing as every club, society and group with matching hats gets together to welcome their newest members by, well, sort of harassing them a bit.
Skills are non-transferable. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose.
It's time for an Initiation Week tip from our resident student expert, Maggie Watmore. I join every club because I don't want to miss out on any potentially precious campus experience. Unfortunately, quite a lot of the events do clash, but if you make a schedule and run really fast between them, you can do it all. You might be known as the person that comes late and leaves running before the end, but you know, it's important to leave an impression.
The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Is starting soon. Was there anything we wanted to do? The yearly results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. Students are reminded to set reminders.
We're back with our Initiation Week special and how to handle it with style. Initiation Week provides all of us with a lot of choices. But I wanted to take the time to remind you that you don't have to choose any of them. There's something so overdone about clubs on campus, don't you think? Haven't we all had enough backgammon and volleyball? Fun doesn't have to be organized.
It's not your year, it's just another year. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Students are asked not to ask questions.
New to the Crumley student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. Students are reminded that this is the fun part.
This has been our Initiation Week special on Campus Radio. I hope our collective wisdom has helped you in some small way navigate the extracurricular minefield. And if it hasn't, well, there's always next year.
We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Greetings, greetings, and welcome to the show. We all have our passion projects, don't we? Our dreams, our hobbies, our oddly job-like hobbies and odd jobbies. Personally, I moonlight as a writer of mysteries. Up next, I'll be taking you to a black and white world of mystery and intrigue. The much-anticipated return of Inspector Blandbury in Pinched Puddings and Just Desserts.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Announcement. Plants need water, remember? Students are reminded that this is the fun part. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
It was a summery kind of summer, and Blambury had scarcely caught his breath, fresh after outsmarting the smuggly cat burglar when an invitation to tea dove inauspiciously through his letterbox. Such are the demands on a world-class detective and conversationalist.
No rest for a world-class detective and conversationalist.
Arriving at Flackley House, our inspector was met with two familiar smells. One promised scones, the other calamity.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink.
And so to tea, where the sandwiches came and went without the intervention of evil, though Blambury feared the host had been a little overzealous with the cucumber, when, quite of a sudden, the lights went out.
Oh, sorry, I'm always doing that.
The light came up, and Blambury began to doubt himself. Perhaps what he felt was nothing but a herring of red. Alas.
The trifle! The trifle! They've stolen the trifle!
We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The summer is a good relax and prepare for next year. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The academic year is now over. There's a fly in here. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you.
Schoolwork, social life, exercise. I just can't do it all. There's only one way to fit everything in. Make your life Jumbo. Jumbo University. Be your biggest self.
Announcement. The campus just got bigger. Not necessarily better. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time.
We interrupt our mystery for the news. Hogsport Lighthouse gone missing. Student strikes cause university closure. And mayor threatens to triple taxes. Lovely. Now that's done, we can return to the matter at hand. Will Inspector Blanbury crack the case? Wouldn't you like to know?
Students are reminded to find themselves. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Now taking students for funny business. Announcement. The timetable is now live. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
But who would do such a thing? Who would stoop to the lowly heights populated only by reprobates and trifle thieves?
To the kitchen!
Indeed, the trifle was gone without so much as a trace. However, in its place was a single white glove.
Why, a glove? The fiend must have removed it in the excitement. What good is a glove, dear Blanbury? A glove is no pudding. Ah, but it may yet lead us to pudding. Fetch the hearts.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. Students are reminded to set reminders.
They followed the jolly hounds through the grounds, the crunch of the gravel building to a crescendo of narrative tension, and then to grass and sight of the lake and the old willow, where, sitting against the weeping tree, they found the gloveless culprit. None other than Foggleton, the butler.
Oh, Foggleton, how could you? I'm fired, aren't I? I should think so, yes.
If you don't know where your class is it really worth going? Staff are reminded to be inspirational. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
as they say, the butler did it. It just goes to show you never can trust the help. Well, that's another masterpiece in the collection. But how do I do it? Really, it's a deliciously delicate balance of extreme talent and profound humility. Join me again tomorrow for more criminally underrated radio. Ta-ta!
Hard work may or may not pay off. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. The academic year is now over. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking.
Now that's easy listening. The sound of 2 Point County on 2 Point Radio. You're listening to 2 Point Radio, the place your ears call home. We've got a barnstorming show for you today, but before we kick down the door and go straight for the valuables, soak in some sonic excellence. Play that track and we'll be right back.
Frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Welcome to the start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Students should check in before trying to learn.
In the news today, I seem to have sat on something sharp. We're not sure exactly what it is or what the consequences might be, but we'll update you as soon as we know more. Can you see it? Look at that. Is it in me? Tell me it's not in me.
Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Staff are reminded to care about students.
Wouldn't you know, I'd sat on a sprig of holly from yesterday's lunch. That's the risk you run when adding a little pizzazz to your meal. But that won't stop me. It's not the first piece of holly I've sat on, and it certainly won't be the last.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. The campus is expanding, even more than usual. Students are asked not to ask questions.
Hi, I'm Jumbo McNally, and at Jumbo University, every instructor is handpicked by someone that was handpicked by someone that I handpicked. That's the Jumbo Touch. Jumbo University, be your biggest self.
Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Two-Point Radio, the station that puts the stabilizers on the bike of your day. It's Ricky Hawthorne. The time is... Anyone got the time? No? They told me I'd regret putting sundials in the booth. There aren't even any windows, they said. Oh, how we laughed. More Timeless Radio after this silky little number.
Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. Plagiarism is not a belief system. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Chef Ricky here, bringing you a morsel of the day. We all like a boiled egg, but wouldn't you love one on the go? Just imagine, you're stuck in traffic and bang! A boiled egg, just for you. You see, eggs have a casing or shell that's perfect for keeping the eggs safe. Why, I've got 2 boiled eggs in my pocket right now. Give it a try.
Education is non-refundable. Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed. Skills are non-transferable. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. End of year results published now. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
I've just eaten a pocket egg. How are you? I must remember to boil another batch and take them to my next book club meeting. Yes, I've been in a book club since I was a boy, and this is my 5th attempt at The Salty Minstrel, one of the county's first books. I really do struggle with the old language. In fact, I think the only words that are the same are salty and minstrel. You'd think it was enough, but it's not.
Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. The timetable has now been published. Schedule your lives accordingly. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once. If you don't know where your class is it really worth going?
It's time for the question of the week. We asked, which instrument is the funniest? We had some great replies, including quite a few we can't read on air. You're a vulgar lot, you really are. Knock knock. Who's there? The answer. The answer who? The answer is the trombone. Now that is funny. I'll be laughing until next time. Fare thee good and fare thee well. Good night.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. cancellation is non-refundable.